Hello everyone, this is Mike Sangvi from wheelamon.com and I'm back with another Cognos Report Studio video, and in this video we are going to learn about how to hide inline prompts. So this is our report, and in this report we have a business requirement where we need to give a flexibility to end user that they are able to hide prompts or inline prompts. So this is our first report in which we are hiding this 4 prompt: region, country, state and city, using this radio prompt. So if I'm going to click on hide, now our prompts, other 4 prompts are now hidden. If again I'm going to click on show, now these 4 prompts are now visible. In this report we are using Cognos prompt to control the visibility of this 4 prompt. If I'm going to change this, our report page is going to be refreshed and then our prompts are going to be hidden. But our business user are not happy with this solution. They don't want a page refresh for hiding the prompts. So this is our another report where we are using JavaScript. So again the same 4 prompt: region, country, state and city. And now we have HTML items for displaying 2 radio buttons, and we are controlling the visibility of this 4 prompt using JavaScript. If we are going to click on hide, now our prompt are hidden without page refresh. So how to create this 2 report? For this I'm going to open my IBM Cognos connection, and for this video we are going to use cascading prompt report which we created in our previous video. So I'm going to click on this triangle icon to open our cascading prompt report inside Report Studio, and I'm going to first check whether everything is working fine or not. Okay, so this is our cascading prompt example report, and in this we have 4 prompt: region, country, state and finally city. We are going to modify this report. So let me close this IBM Cognos viewer and I want to open IBM Cognos Report Studio. So this is our cascading prompt report, and I'm going to first save this report as show and hide prompt 2. I'm going to save this first, and as part of our first report we need to use Cognos feature to hide this 4 prompt. For this, let me add another prompt here, or let's say I want to add another table. Let me select toolbox and then we are going to drag and drop a table just here, and I want number of columns 2, and I'm going to add a text item for displaying a message. Click here or select this shoe hide prompts. I'm going to click on OK, and I want to change the report header. So I'm going to select show and hide inline prompts. I'm going to click on OK, and the next thing I want to add another prompt here, and this time I'm going to select a value prompt and I'm going to name it p underscore or p hide. I'm going to click on next, and that's it. I'm going to click on finish, and I'm going to select it properties. Don't want this to be required prompt. Multi-select no. The UI I want is radio button group. Okay, and I want 2 static choice for this prompt. The first one is use value. I'm going to say 1, and the display value is show prompts. I'm going to click on OK, and I'm going to add another value, let's say 2. Hide prompts, and finally I'm going to click on OK. So this prompt is almost ready, and I'm going to select auto submit to true for this prompt, and Now we are going to use this parameter to control the visibility of this table. So I'm going to select this entire table, and then I'm going to create a render variable. For this, let's say new boolean variable. I'm going to name it boolean hide prompts, and then I'm going to click on OK. And inside this expression, I'm going to say phide. If phide param value, if param value equals to 1, then we need to display this, else we need to hide this. So I'm going to click on this validate to validate if everything is fine. Yes, everything is fine. I'm going to click on OK, and finally click on OK. Now our first report is ready. I'm going to save it, and then we are going to run this report. Okay, and we have something wrong. So let's correct this. So as per the error invalid expression param value, a data type error occurred at or near position this in expression the operator type for operator integer equals or not compatible. Okay, so I think we need to use string. So I'm going to close this, and where is my report? I'm going to open my boolean variable here, and then double click to open this, and now we are going to change it to a string. We are going to change it to string. That's it. Let's try test it one more time. Save your report, and I'm going to run it one more time. And something is not correct here. Okay, so let me close this. I'm going to open my report page. I'm going to select this value prompt, and I want to select the default value for this. So default selection, I'm going to select 1. Okay. Finally, I'm going to save my report, and then I'm going to click on run to run this report in HTML format. So this is our report is ready, and if we are going to select anything, it is not going to affect the visibility of this. And if we are going to select anything from here, then based on the selection of this 4 prompts are going to be show and hide. Now if I'm going to select hide prompt, then our table is now hidden, and if I'm going to select again show prompts, then our this 4 prompt or the table is now visible. Now I'm going to select hide prompt, and if we are going to click on this, then our report page is going to be refreshed, and after refresh, this 4 prompts or this entire table is going to be hide. So I'm going to click on this hide, and just for the, and if I'm going to again click on show prompts, now our prompts are visible. Now the second requirement, we don't want a page refresh for hiding prompts. For this, we are going to use JavaScript. For personal, group, or online training, contact us on our number, or you can drop us a mail on our email ID. So let me close this, and yeah, I want to close this. And this is our second report where we are using JavaScript. For this, I'm going to again open our this report, and I'm going to save this report as a show hide prompt JavaScript, and then I am to click on save button, and we don't require this value prompt anymore. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to click on I'm going to delete this prompt. Okay, and what I want next, let me check. I don't want this render variable, so I'm going to delete this, and let me quickly delete this from here. Okay, finally I'm going to save my report, and now it's time to achieve the same scenario using JavaScript. For this, I'm going to add HTML items. So I'm going to add HTML item here, and I'm going to add 2 more HTML item. So let me select I want to select HTML item. I'm going to add HTML item just here, and I want to add another HTML item just after this table. Okay, so this is how our report, we have a table this is our table structure. We have a table with two columns. In the first column, we are displaying a label or text message, and in the second column, we have another HTML item, and then we have our second HTML item. Then we have a table for all the prompts, and then we have our last HTML item. So in this HTML item, we are going to add a code to control the visibility of this table, and this two HTML item is going to act as a wrapper. So let me first open HTML item, this first HTML item, and inside this I'm going to quickly, so I want to copy some codes from my previous reports. I'm going to save this report first. I'm going to open show and hide prompt JavaScript, open this, and inside this I'm going to copy this entire code, cancel. I'm going to open my this report one more time, and I'm going to paste my code just here. Okay, inside this, so this is our HTML code. Inside this HTML code, we have first a division element. Inside this div element, we have two inputs or radio inputs. The first radio input for showing this table, and the second radio is for hiding this table. Okay, on click of this radio button, we are calling this JavaScript function show hide prompt, and inside this function we are passing the value for this radio button. Okay, and inside this two radio button we have value show, and for hiding we have value hide. When we are going to click on this show radio button, then show value is going to pass to this function. Then based on the value we need to hide and show this table. So when user is going to click on show radio button, our show hide prompt function is going to call with value show. Similarly, if user is going to click on hide radio button, then our show hide prompt is going to call with value hide. If the value for show hide value parameter or variable, if for this parameter or variable the value is show, we are going to display this entire table. If the value is hide, then we are going to hide this entire table. Inside the if else block, we are first finding this HTML wrapper with id div prompts, and we are just changing the display property for this wrapper. So this is our radio button code or JavaScript code. Now we need to create this wrapper element or div element. So I'm going to copy this id, I'm going to close this, and we are going to create start tag for our wrapper inside this, and end tag for our wrapper inside the last HTML element. So I'm going to say div id equals to div prompt. So this is the start tag for our division element. I'm going to click on OK, and in the last HTML item I'm going to close the div element. Okay, so before running this report, one more time, inside this our HTML item we have our HTML code for displaying radio button and a JavaScript function to control the visibility of this division element. This division element is the wrapper for this entire table, and inside this entire table we have our prompts. We are only controlling the visibility of this wrapper division element. We are not controlling the visibility of this table or any of this child element. We are only controlling the visibility for this wrapper div element. So I hope now you are able to understand what we are doing here. Finally, we are going to run our report, and by default our show radio button is checked. Now if we are going to click on this hide, our entire table is now hidden, or you can say our wrapper div element is now hidden. If we are going to click on show again, now our this wrapper div element is now visible. So this is how you can control the visibility of your inline prompts. That's it for this video. If you want to download both of this report, download URL is available in the description of this video. And if you like this video, don't forget to click on subscribe, share it with your friend, provide your feedback, ask your queries, and see you all in next Cognos Report Studio video. Some important URLs.